Hey guys, this is Kavaski with xdoscience, and we just started our new podcast titled The Humming Podcast. So this goes along with our message: humans of the ocean, humans of the ocean, and basically we finally officially come up with a name. I speak in the plural tense because I work with a lot of people. Plenty of folks have my books, but it's just me putting in the work. So I speak in the plural tense because I include you guys at all times. You guys are always a part of the work that I do, and I thank you guys so much for supporting me. But the humming podcast that I run is now has a name, and it's going to have maybe a theme song, maybe a theme track. I don't know. What does the future hold? You let me know, and I'll let you know, guys. Now, I have a big message to get across. I have a lot of explaining to do, and we're gonna start right at that point. So, many of you know that I published my first book in 2018, and it is this book right here. Hold up, it's too bright. Humans of the Ocean, the ultimate naivete, right? Humans of the Ocean, the ultimate naivete. It's pretty bright on the screen. You can't really see what it looks like. It's not really important. But this is where I truly expanded my ability as a writer. And I wanted you all to know that writing was my interest. And I wanted to further and go as far as writing will take me, right? So I have short stories in this book. I have poems in this book. And I have combinations of poems and short stories in this book. And I have a fairy tale in this book as well. Now, as I am excited to tell you more about this work, I must do you the justice of getting some explanation off my chest. I was very frustrated for so long, guys. I studied my Bible. I went to church. I endured many trials in my life. I lost so many friends, grew distant from loved ones. I lost people that I love. I failed many times. And at this point, guys, I'm excited, right? But I'm discouraged because I feel like what do I have to lose to gain, right? What do I have to lose to gain because I've lost so much? And this is the point of explanation for you guys. I realized that I expected my readers to love reading as much as I love writing. Because I love reading, I do love reading, but because I love writing, I expected you guys to love the reading as well. So I started to get to the point where I wanted to explain all of my writing for you guys to see. But why would I explain all of the writing if you don't do the reading, right? And that part broke my heart. Because I thought you guys would just fall in love with the books as much as I fell in love with making the books. It's not a reciprocation, right? And that part really hurt too. Well, me being an honest person and realizing that sometimes we get distracted by what we see fit and we lose track of what is necessary. I now know that I lost track based on what I was seeing fit. I thought it was very important for you guys to have the explanations of certain topics in my book, but that's not important. Only thing that is important is the execution. If I'm not executing, then you guys won't think or believe or see or feel that my passion is real. I'm here today to let you know that my passion is true. I have a true passion for writing. I have a true passion for making others make something of themselves. My business is called Humans of the Ocean Science, and my passion is creating CEOs. I want to help all of the guys and gals that are following my work become CEOs one day through writing, science, and literature. Why do you think we have museums? Why do you think we have public libraries? Why do you think there's a business in every place that you can blink? Because these are important things of the American society, the American life, the American way, the American community that we have. Yes, I find so much interest in all these things, but they are nothing without us. That's why I want more good people having businesses, having a love for literature, a love for science. I have a love for science. I have a love for business. I have a love for literature. I read so much, guys. Give me one moment and I'll show you just a few of my favorite books. And then we will get a little bit deeper. Literature. A book of poems. The Black Poets. This book highlights the Harlem Renaissance and those before. That's literature, guys. That isn't science. That isn't business. It's literature. Here are two books. I'm going to pull these out because you never expect these. Two huge books. One called Alaska, one called Poland. I got these books for very cheap prices. But look how long they are. This is literature, guys. Literature. Big books. Literature. Literature. You take from literature what you choose. I'll give you a little bit of science. The ultimate diabetes meal planner. Guys, the ultimate diabetes meal planner. Diabetes is science. I don't approach the doctoral side of science. I'm not trying to get inside of your body and fix what's going wrong. But what I'm trying to pursue is don't create the problem. Be the solution. This book right here, this is definitely a combination of business, science, and literature, but we can leave this one in the science category. It goes, Walking in Wine Country. This book teaches you about the different types of wine. Science is knowing that there are types to a thing. There are many different forms of a thing. That is science. That's why science is such a beautiful thing, because it breaks it down to the point where we as human beings can see that there's more to the whole. There are parts to the whole. That is science. Humans of the Ocean Science. We are going to be awesome CEOs as humans of the ocean. What is a human of the ocean? Well, in my book, Humans of the Ocean, we learn what types of personalities become about to create a human of the ocean. Emmett is our main character of Humans of the Ocean, and I have many poems in the book, so you can see what it's like to be me, what I went through as just a youth. These poems that I put in this book, I wrote before I was 23. And by 24, the book was published. And so these are experience I had before I was even 19 most times. Okay, guys, here's a trilogy. I've had a couple more books from this author, but his name is Malcolm Gladwell. We have a book here called The Tipping or Blink, Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. This one, Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. This one, Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell. And those are 3 books of science. Then we have a book called The Psychology of Totalitarianism. And this book is by Matthias Desmet. Guys, I find this very important for you all to see. I have a lot of explaining to do. And I want to explain and start with you guys right now. Here is a collector's item. And you guys, you better watch out for this one, because I am a true collector. Here is a 10-piece catalog of encyclopedias from the year 1999, the 21st century. So, the last year before the new millennium, here's the catalog here. This is a cell phone before phones. This is Google before Google. The encyclopedia. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parts. And with these parts, we can learn so much. Sometimes people used to read front to back as much of this knowledge as they could just to get knowledge. That's how important knowledge was. And that's how important knowledge is still. People read it because they needed it. And we still need it. So keep reading, guys. Keep reading. Don't give up. I have a lot of explaining to do. But I'm doing the best that I can. Listen in here. So, I have the big question. Where do we go from here? Well, this is where we start. I want you guys to forget that I have a Facebook page. And I want you to remember and acknowledge the fact that I have an Instagram profile. This is probably the best way to discover what Kavasky Irvin has put out at a fast pace and personal level. Forget that I have a Facebook. Remember that I have an Instagram. What is Instagram, you might say? Well, Instagram is a representation of the life that I currently live. It is a representation. You know, I try and strive to be as active as I can on these social media platforms. Because in that real life, I have to actually put in time to make sure that these things come in at a legible or respectable manner in all ways. When I was a football player, you know, you had a whole set of structure where you had to be a certain way so you didn't hurt the program. as a free man of no football, no college, none of these things, then I see that I don't have these pressures anymore. It's about my personal character. Where do I feel I'm developed? Who am I? Well, guys, I'm Kavaski Irvin. I'm the CEO of Humans of the Ocean, CEO of Humans of the Ocean Science. Duhoceanscience is my Instagram account. Duhoceanscience. The Ocean Science. And we'll do more explanations about this book, Humans of the Ocean. Let me see. Can't really see because this light is just glaring bright. Humans of the Ocean, man. Humans of the Ocean by Kavaski Irvin. 100% self-published. Yes, working daily. You want to get some money in your pockets, some knowledge in your brain, love in your heart, that you may go and share the things that you're learning. We're creating CEOs, and I've explained a lot. I'll talk to you guys next time.